Hey, beautiful people, trust we are having an awesome time, and welcome once more to tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the truth about your walk with God. Am I in the right position? Am I doing the things God expects from me? You always have to tell yourself the truth about your walk with God. And today we'll be talking from Genesis chapter 8 and 22 to 33. Genesis 8 and 22 to 33, and it's on Abraham interceding for Sodom and Gomorrah. Abraham interceding for Sodom and Gomorrah. When I was studying this portion of the Bible, the Lord brought this revelation to my mind, and I was like, oh my God, I am so guilty. I did not act like Abraham did. There are a lot of things that God has brought to me, just like he brought to Abraham, and Abraham passed the test, but I failed. Why? Because I did not do the things that Abraham promptly did. This is simply telling us of how God confided in Abraham on how he was going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. And what happened? Immediately God told Abraham, he started interceding for this land. It wasn't because it was his nephew was there. No, he was interceding. He said, that his nephew was there. What number of people did his nephew have? He knew that he would. That's why he said, if you find 50 righteous people in this land, will you destroy? If you find, his nephew was even the last, because he was expecting that his nephew should have at least 10 righteous people in his house. But he did not even find up to 10 righteous people there, and that's why he had to destroy the land. What is this to us? The Lord has told me a lot of things he was going to do. I'm sure he's told you also a lot of things that he intends to do. But what happened? Instead of us to do a prompt action like Abraham, we go about and we are telling people, oh, the Lord told me that he is going to do this, he's going to do this to this set of people, he's going to do this, and I can see a lot of them. Every time the Lord told me something, I see them coming to pass. You should be ashamed of even saying that, because the Lord actually told you, and so that you can intercede, so that it will not come to pass. But you went and you were telling people so that when it comes to pass, finally they'll say, wow, you're really a prophet of God. Are you serious? People of God, let's be sincere with our work with God. Because if we look at the life of Abraham, I was so shocked when I was studying this, and I repented from what I've been doing. I'm guilty. It's for all of us. I'm guilty, and I repented. When the Lord told us something, let's act like Abraham did. Let's act, because God told us, so he expects us to do something promptly, just like Abraham did. He did not tell us because he wants to do. Yes, he has already planned that he is going to do it because of this. But if we can intercede like Abraham, then God is not going to do some things. Yes, there's going to be an earthquake. Yeah, the Lord revealed to you. You can intercede, and it's not going to happen unless otherwise. You can intercede so that the Lord is not going to destroy this set of people. This calamity that is coming to this group of people, to this nation, it's not going to happen. But what we always want to do is, because we want to prove our work, we want to prove our truthfulness or our sincerity or our work with God, we don't intercede. We just come around and we are talking and talking so that people will say, I really have a work with God. Instead, when you tell them and it does not happen, because you prayed, a lot of things are going to happen, and God is going to trust you more. And that's why Abraham found favor in the sight of God. That's why he is the father of so many things. Faith. So you see, when God tells us something, let us intercede rather than talking, because the way the Lord revealed this to me, it was so much so it brought a lot of tears, and I was ashamed of myself. Sincerely, I was ashamed of myself, because a lot of things have happened because I did not pray, I did not intercede. Rather, I was talking about them. And when it happened and people were like, wow, you really have a relationship with God. Yes, I have, and that's why he told me. But what did you do? I just messed up, because God is not going to trust me somehow unless I prove otherwise. That's just the truth. We need to be true in our walk with God and tell ourselves the truth. God, all the glory belongs to God, and he should take that to himself and not us using what he wants to do to take the glory to ourselves. Let us give God back the glory and be humble in his presence. Let's be humble in the presence of God and do that which he expects from us. When God reveals something to you, my brother, my sister, let us intercede. Let us stand in the gap. For I am looking for a man who will stand in the gap for these people. And if God is telling you and I, it is because he trusts us that we can stand in the gap, and we should not disappoint him by doing otherwise. I pray that this is going to bring a reawakening in our spirits, in our work with God, so that a lot will be transformed in our assignment, in our families, in our nation, and the world at large. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. God bless you, and see you at the top.